Cek.
Halo guys, balik lagi bersama Wiki Gaming
Halo
Channel.
guys.
Hari ini kita main Wuthering with 1.1 yang baru keluar. Gimana gacha kalian? Rungkat?
Gimana guys? Dapat full PT berapa guys? Ntar ya guys, mau ngecek dulu dah masuk apa belum nih guys. Oh udah, mantap. Jadi kita lapo ini guys. Kita mau nyobain.
Jangan dulu main story-nya sampai join-nya kebuka.
Oh iya, benar sekali.
Masa sih?
Bentar, ini kameranya saya kak ucul-ucul gini kamera saya ini.
Dicari itu.
Bentar ya dek ya, ini kamera saya ucul-ucul dek. Nah, ini.
Lu harus nyelesain story lu.
Bentar, ini lo kamera saya ucul-ucul ini lo. Talk to your friend, oke, mantap.
Yang nonton live jangan lupa kasih like, di share ke teman-temannya di Facebook,
Oh iya,
di Telegram.
bener.
Walaupun cuma satu like itu sangat membantu ya.
Di dislike juga kak, opo rek. Loh, ada Pokemon. Ini siapa sih Pokemon ini?
Itu namanya Abi.
Oh, bukan Paimon. Wih ini, bentar. Sangat wallpaperable ini yang di print screen dulu guys, jangan lupa guys.
Two forces clashed and collided, and later one of them emerged victorious,
Sudah dapat green rate.
vanquishing the General GN, and Rover later told me it was this little thing coming out. It reminded me of how Rover once absorbed frequency energy with her body in a similar fashion. So we took her to the academy for a checkup with Baiji.
Roto pilek guys.
Apparently, this little one is what we had detected before. It's a speculated space or organism hidden inside your body. Now we finally know.
Aku sampai tidak gatek nih ceritanya nih guys tadi.
It shares
Jangan,
similar
bagus
frequencies
ceritanya.
with tacit discords
Kalau
reverberation.
yang lain-lain nggak apa-apa kalau ya.
It resembles
Ini
an
jangan
echo
di-skip. Ini
processed by the
bagus.
data bank.
It
stored
shares similar
inside your
frequencies with
body
tacit
instead of a terminal.
Oh, opo kok masuk ke apa namanya? Kok ke body bukan ke terminal, ini kenapa ini?
In other words, it's your own echo, captured or absorbed at some point. Without you, it can't manifest. That's why Baiji
Oh,
couldn't
jadi
confirm
Eko
just
itu
how to absorb
ibaratnya
that
di sini
echo
tuh
back
kayak
then.
jin guys.
Was it you?
Jadi langsung masuk, merasuk dalam diri ya toh.
The two of you together.
Dan bisa
And Baiji
berubah-ubah.
discovered more after
Jadi
analyzing the
macan,
origins.
jadi burung, jadi ular ya toh.
She found a new power
Burung.
source within you,
Burung.
similar to the crownless, but even
Itu
stronger.
burung. Tadi
This
burung.
power comes from the
Burung.
tacit discord you defeated in Norfolk Barrens. So, the excess energy this little thing
Sekitar
had
40
consumed
menitan kalau lu
somehow,
skip selesai
to put
sudah.
it simply,
Tapi sangat eman, soalnya Epic GG Gaming kayak
while you are
Genshin
two
waktu
separate individuals,
dibikinkan
your energies and
ningguang
vitals can affect
platform
each
buat
other.
tower
For
di laut
better
itu
or
loh.
for worse.
Hmm.
You may even feel each other's emotions.
Cutscene-nya niat
The
bikinnya.
bond between you and
Iya,
me
nanti
is
kalau ada cutscene
symbiotic.
Anda tak mute ya.
So do you. However,
Iya, iya, iya.
if one is harmed, the other suffers. Fortunately, since it can't ever leave your side, it's not an easy
Ini
target
matanya
for
ini
attackers.
biru sama
And
oranye
if
ini
they do
melambangkan
strike,
apa ya?
it can seek shelter inside your body for safety.
It can shelter in your Oke.
Okay, now that's pretty much it. Baija was going.
Wait. This is too much information for me to process. Let me get this straight. So, it helped Rover fight off the Trinodian? Seriously? This teeny tiny thing could do that? Seems unlikely.
Sutekar. Oh,
Don't look down on
Sutekar
me.
online. Mari kita
You'll regret it when you learn
join.
what
Nah,
that poker-faced
kurewanginya
researcher
dia.
was absolutely shocked when she examined me. Said I'm not just
Aku
any
kapan
echo.
yo?
I'm a
Wingi kok
super cool one.
main sama si
Rarest of them
Tegar.
all.
Oh, mantap.
Oh, actually, while those aren't Baija's exact words, she mentioned highly intelligent echoes that can act on their own in other countries. Said they are involved in every
Update ya.
aspect of human life with unique abilities beyond our imagination. Those echoes are rare, though. Neither I nor Baija, an eco-acoustics expert, have ever seen one in...
Yeah, makes sense. Now we just gotta figure out where it came from. Who knows? We may find other cool echoes in that place. Well, both General GM and Baija have... I'll admit the thought of someone else having an echo inside them sounds pretty You can absorb reverberations with just your hands, like the legend says. So... Do you know where exactly she absorbed you? Huh? How am I supposed to know? Why
Pertanyaan
don't you just
opung.
ask her? Tisk. Don't take that tone with me.
But even if echoes can have memories, they probably wouldn't remember things earlier than their first manifest.
Aha! That green-haired, serious guy asked me a similar question. Maybe... Sleeping? Seriously? It's been so long. All those happenings, all that fighting, and you didn't hear anything? Wow, that's... Your sleeping quality is really something. So you've got privacy to be respected. Don't worry. Your body's sound insulation is amazing. Dive into it, and everything goes quiet. The only problem is, I never know when I'll wake up again. And when I do wake up, I get... I know.
That's why you kept disappearing. You went back to sleep from...
I thought you'd be really So you probably don't know your denomination or a nickname. Denomination? What's that?
The universally agreed terms for special echoes, like names for humans. They're named based on their characteristics, abilities, and places of origin.
My denomination. What? No way! No way! That's not fair! If all the special echoes have names, how can I not have one? I don't want to be called the little one all the time. It doesn't sound cool at all. How about this? You help me come up with a name, and I will let you have some of the food. There's nothing left.
Ya, makanannya hilang.
Next time, I'll
Belum
definitely say
digarap
some for you.
iku red mise.
Now?
Red Miss?
Tegar. Kali tak ajak berburu iku lho, pedes.
Oh,
Gawe iku nih jani lho, arek sik gak try hard.
oh Oh, rek bisa wingi beberapa wes yang level-level cilik.
Yes,
Iya,
I
tapi
want
durung
it
ilang
now.
ini.
Look, that sounds interesting. Wait, didn't you for...
With your old name and
Yeah! I just want a name that sounds a little cool. A little special. That's true. Let's see. Nah, no, hey, it makes every difference in the world. Or maybe since you can fly. No. Why? I love it when people call me the Jinjo Speedster. Doesn't that sound awesome? What? Sure, if you say so. Anyway, they all sound like anything but my name. Absolutely no.
Abi.
Aha! I knew Rover would come up with a good... Wait, you didn't just pick two random syllables, did you? So, is it because I've been saying absolutely no a lot? Oh.
why is it suddenly?
What's wrong? What are you muttering? I don't know, but I just have this feeling that this is what my name should be. Okay, Abby. I like the sound of that. That's my name. Of course I like it. You can... Well, that didn't work out. I was hoping we could get some... I really thought we could figure...
Maybe we can. Each special echo has a unique ability.
Why do you sound so unsure? Didn't you see it all with your own eyes? Abby, can you show us again? Well, since you asked, I'll show you how it's done. But this place is... All right, all eyes on me.
What's going on?
I'll try again, just you see. What? Just a little slip, that's all. I can do it. Back then, I just stood in front of her, and that big bad Grenodian So, you didn't really... Huh? No. Like I said, I was asleep, and then all of a sudden, I didn't have time to think. I just had to show up.
So maybe Abby's power activates automatically under certain circumstances. Perhaps Abby can't control.
Yeah, it looks that way. You can... Hey! Stop looking down on me. But think about it. I just
Dari kemarin-kemarin
stood
gini kan
there, did
enak.
nothing, and ended up beating a Threnodian.
Data
Imagine
bankmu
what I
sekarang
could do
level
if I
berapa?
actually tried.
Lo.
Halo, data bankmu sekarang level berapa, Kak?
Hey, Rover, get behind me next time we run into anything, okay? I'll keep you safe. Promise, you're so You bet.
Ya pernah naik
It's very
fail
reassuring to
kepingkan.
hear
Iya, aman.
that.
Balik lagi udah ada nih mas.
Apa?
Where did you absorb
Balik lagi
Abby?
gorila.
What are Abby's
1
powers?
menit.
And what
Oke.
exactly
Udah ini.
happened
Salah
between you
sebentar.
two?
Data bankmu sekarang
There's
level
so many
berapa?
questions we can't figure out yet.
10, 11.
Ntar
Our
dulu. Dan ini mana ya?
sentinel can look into the future. Nothing
12.
ever deviates from
12.
its predictions.
Ini
It has already
Kamu kan
sold
lihat ya
guided
di
you to
data
the
bank
Norfolk
ya.
Barrens through Madam Magistrate's messages, right?
naikin data bank itu kan.
Now that the Threnodian crisis is over, perhaps you can consult our magistrate and our sentinel again.
Real. So this sentinel can predict the future? That sounds cool. The name Jue sounds pretty cool too. It's almost as cool as mine. What does it look like? Where is it? Since we're paying it a visit, this sentinel should treat us with food, right?
Our sentinel protects every one of us. I'm talking about food again. Didn't you just stuff your face?
I can't help it. I'm always starving.
Selalu luwe. Itu suruh kemana ini? Mesin.
Rover, did you hear that? My stomach is growling.
My stomach's
I'm
growling.
so hungry. How about we go to that place we went to last time with Yang Yang and Chisha? I love their food so much.
Suka makan tuh. Oh, bukan suka makan, selalu lapar.
Yummy, yummy. Hello? Are you with me? You seem a bit distracted. With so much delicious food right in front of you, aren't you gonna try any? Well, if you're not interested, I'll gobble it all up. You've been absent-minded the whole day. Still bothered by that dream from last night? Wait, so you had a dream about the Sentinel? Like the one from your flashback when we saw the Sentinel statue after you lost your memory? Hang
Kapan
on, so let
mimpinya
me get
ini?
this straight. The Sentinel swooshed you off to a mountain shaped like a... And then there were all these bad things going on with a lot... How exactly did it protect everyone again? Oh, in your dream it...
Yeah. The time in the mountains seemed to have slowed down from the outside, away from the tacit discords. The Sentinel must have created a barrier by manipulating the flow of time, keeping those monsters out. It was a safe haven from all the disturbances caused by the tacit discords, where people live peacefully. Also, in my dream, I wasn't affected by the slowed time and could freely move in.
It's no shock that you have awesome power. What was that place you dreamed about called?
I'm not entirely sure I heard it correctly, but in my dream, the Sentinel mentioned a place called
Firmament.
Mount Firmament?
Firmament.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Mount Firmament? And I'm sure you're not from around here.
Huh? Hold on! Did you just say Mount Firmament?
Oh my! Did that echo just talk?
Come on, man, relax. You don't hear an echo talking every day, but it's not that uncommon either. I heard there's a country called Rhinus, what? Anyway, the echoes there are next level.
Okay, Rhinus is maybe the next destination after Mount Firmament.
Oh, you're not from around here? Well, that explains. Legends say Mount Firmament is where the first people of Jinzhou lived. It looks like a giant statue of our Sentinel. I've never actually heard of anyone going to that place. They say
Bapak-bapak
those who
ngomong
try either
gunung.
get lost in the sea mist. If you're curious, just head southeast. Mount Firmament is on...
The South
So, is naik apa?
The past few days,
Oh, naik perahu. Di situ kan ada perahu. Perahu perang gitu.
From that mountain they just mentioned.
A
It's like a
unique
strong
smell.
energy pulsing through the air. Can't quite put my finger on. Could it have anything to do with what you said?
Ayo,
I had a flashback about seeing their sentinel.
ayo dicek.
I can feel an unknown force guiding me. Jinshi said she'll go search for the sentinel, but so far I have not heard anything from...
Then shall we go check it out together? It feels really
Feels
suspicious.
really suspicious. Let's go ask Jinshi about it. Town of Eons. Mari,
Abby, are you getting sleepy again?
Jinshi di mana
Let me
Jinshi?
take a quick nap, alright? I've got keen ears. If anything goes down, just give me a holler and I'll be up in a jiffy. I swear.
Nabrak. Hah? Loh, ayo naik.
Back to the lights. Onwards.
Coherency.
Aja biar ada healer.
Kalau butuh apa-apa bisa chat in game saya ya guys ya. Sementara tak Devon dulu.
Ya.
Oke guys.
Oke,
Sugrab,
guys.
sugrab. Jangan lupa sugrab.
Oke.
Halo Mbak Sanwa.
Greetings, Rover.
Ini loh
What can I help you with
pointernya
today?
mesti kenapa mesti di tengah tuh loh, mengganggu.
I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is not in the City Hall. She has left for Mount Firmament.
Loh ya
In
kebetulan.
fact, we have not heard back from her for days.
Loh butuh ditolong ini mungkin.
Unfortunately, no. Please keep this confidential. The situation in Jinzhou is still unstable. When we captured Scar, he claimed that the Praxidus had imprisoned our sentinel. It was around the same time that Madam Magistrate lost track of Sentinel Jue. If our sentinel is truly in danger, or if someone with malicious
Kena
intent obtains this
kurung
information,
gitu
the potential
sentinelnya.
consequences could be as catastrophic as the
Sama
previous
fresh
Thermodian
fresh
invasion.
apa tadi?
In order
Frestidus.
to investigate the Sentinel's whereabouts, Madam Magistrate has left for Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate traveled to Mount Firmament
Loh
alone.
kok sendirian?
The looming threat of the Thermodian discouraged any additional diversion of human resources.
Force is
Furthermore,
not
when it
viable
comes to the Sentinel,
solution.
force is not a viable solution.
Aku akan membantu Mbak Jinshi.
Madam Magistrate trusts you. It is beyond my authorization to meddle in your decisions. However, the landscape around Mount Firmament is complex. One must be accompanied by a special wayfinder to navigate safely. That's all I know. Currently, she's likely at the ferry terminal in Whining Ix's mire. I'll reach out to her. To learn more about Mount Firmament, you can meet her at the ferry. I lack the same level of understanding of the situation there as she does.
Kok error sih guys. Keyframe.
I trust Madam Magistrate's decisions. I will do my utmost to handle the public matters on her behalf while she is away. This worry about her safety won't leave me. In her last video message, I could tell she seemed weaker than usual, despite her efforts to maintain composure. Madam Magistrate's situation might not be optimistic. Rover, Mount Firmament is a dangerous place. Please take care. I've sent the coordinates to your terminal. Thank you for your kind help. I pray you will both return safely.
I'm here. Hey, did you notice how the mountain has a strangely pleasant smell? It doesn't look edible, though.
Jet filter. Bukan. Gimana caranya nonton? Oke.
Well, of course I'm reliable, even if I do have... And don't worry, if there's any danger coming your way, I'll wake up like clockwork, just like last time. Well, unless there's nothing that can even remotely challenge you. In that case, I probably won't wake up.
Let's head to the ferry.
Mau kemana ini? Ya kan sini.
Mount Firmament. Wayfinder should have plenty of information to share.
Lama ini 75%. Nah gitu dong. Itu ya kan udah aku badek guys kesini enggaknya kan jadi loading lagi kan malian. Nih kok tidak ambil. Tahu pas ya emang nggak saat ini tuh.
Together we fight.
Lumayan. Agak pelan ya gameplaynya Jinshi daripada Kakaro. Oh lewat sini toh perahunya. Siapa itu? Tante
Are
Changli?
you trapped here by the rain?
Kenapa frame-nya itu di situ itu loh? Framingnya tuh loh kok pas gitu. Pas banget. Sebentar ya. Saya nikmati dulu pemandangan ini. Enggak mbak, enggak tante, saya lagi nunggu seseorang.
I happen to be waiting for someone too.
Oh, jodoh. Sampean siapa?
I am Chun-Li, your wayfinder.
Oh, gitu.
Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer.
Duh.
Our destination lies just beyond it.
Brr.
Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament? There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking in the mountains, a woodcutter came upon two people playing weiqi and became enthralled with their game. Upon his return home, he found a world transformed. Everything was different, as if in a new reality. That mountain was a secret realm where time worked. Mount Firmament is such. But unlike this folktale, there is a price to pay for entering and exiting its ground. If I spend a full day in the mountains, 10 days will be taken off my lifespan upon my leaving, reflecting the actual time that is passed outside. Not to mention, the situation on Mount Firmament right now is probably even more complex than before. The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal mandate. Time ebbs and flows at its will. If the Fraxidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that could explain the temporal disruptions. Which means Mount Firmament is basically a dead end, with no way out. Lifespan is not the top of my concerns. If you've decided to venture there, I'll join you as your wayfinder. Jinshi has stayed on Mount Firmament for too long. She doesn't miss a thing, does she? Before Jinshi left for Mount Firmament, scales began appearing on her body, and her resonance ability was weakening. Those signs pointed. That's why I must lead you there. You might have the key to solving our dilemma. You're here because I invited you. Sanhua was instructed to disclose my whereabouts if you ever went to City Hall and asked about Jinshi. From what I understand, there is a strong link between you and the Sentinel. More importantly, that overseer tried everything to sway you and make you join their side before our battle with the reviving Threnodian. It's a clear sign that your involvement could... Records at the Grand Library tell a tale of someone who dared to enter Mount Firmament after the Sentinel's descent, and they emerged unscathed, as if time had no hold on them. They were also said to have stood alongside the Sentinel. And here before me stands someone who bears an uncanny resemblance to that very individual.
Wah, saya terlalu fokus sama
Is it you?
tante ini.
If not you, who else could it be? It took me
Sangat-sangat
some effort to
membius
finally
gitu ya.
reach this conclusion.
Memang personalitinya tuh,
Rover,
cara
the
ngomongnya.
journey ahead is filled with danger at every turn. Once we venture into the mountains, there's no turning back. Are you sure you still want to join me?
Iya. Mau.
As your wayfinder, I'll lead you to your
Oke, ayo. Nah, perahu kita akhirnya datang.
The rain is subsiding. It's time for us to head out. We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we proceed? The storm is coming. Some people must be itching to pounce.
Wadaw, gede juga ya mapnya ya. Aku pelan ambil. Nih, kijang.
Onwards.
Apa itu?
The bridge has broken.
Apa maneh iki?
Judging by its design and intricate details,
Sebentai.
this is what they call a chronosorter. It mimics the Sentinel's temporal mandate. My master once told me about the court of Savante and their fearless quest to unwrap their dedication bore fruit
Flow
in the
of time.
But it doesn't. Why hasn't this brilliant invention spread beyond Mount Firmament? This chronosorter was built beyond the temporal barrier, so its creator must have already paid the price for leaving. But even if they died, there are countless other CSC members who could replicate it. Or do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament? This chronosorter, weathered though it may appear, bears no signs of neglect. Someone has tended to it diligently. Let's give it a try.
Oke. Oke. Sip. Done. Manuk. Pencemar. Oke. Kita tandai dulu. Pencemar gak bisa. Oke, nanti aja.
Weren't they concerned about...
Belum tak tandai dulu.
Same lifespan? For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a tenacious drive and unshakable determination?
Onwards.
Asalnya nanti
It's the
aja.
Fraxus.
Notice it. Huh. Thunder guide us.
Susah
Take
sedikit.
flight. Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise. Your time is over.
The Fraxus. It's them again. They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
Good. There's no time to waste.
Oke.
The entrance is...
It's the photon barrier. Specific steps must... Use long-range weapons on the photon vaults to cut off its energy. Once we've reached the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
Kelinci. Ini apa nih? Oh, fluoride. Oh, fluoride. Kayak nanyain apa ya? Fluoride. Fluoride apa gitu?
So it can't hurt me.
Gila, gila. Mantap ini.
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire.
This is what we call temporal disruptions. What was once slow and steady has become... No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament. But aging from youth to old age may be a blessing compared to the unknown fate that awaits. Leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust in just a moment. Such is the power of time within its walls. These poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our sentinel, leading to the temporal disruptions we are facing now. I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. We can't reach Jinshi. The temporal disruption is preventing it from... We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's fate, we need to hurry to Hongjian,
Kita harus
a
segera
town
membantu
nestled at the
Kak
heart of
Jinshi.
Mount Firmament.
Gak bisa.
Good. There's no time to waste.
Ada motor lewat ya guys. Biarkan saja guys. Silver Lotus. Okay.
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Changli, does that mean you're in danger too?
So
Yeah.
far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus on what you have to do.
Ting. Hongzing. Wah, banyak juga ya. Tapi cuma ini aja. Ini apa? Tactical hologram. Oke, lanjut.
What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongjian? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Library. Over a century ago, a vast... Thankfully, the Sentinel descended. Rover, perhaps that dream... It could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding light for the future.
Oh, bisa aja kayak scattered apa sih? Scattered bus gitu ya. Fraxidus.
Hongjian is a pivotal location, linking... But every trap has its weak points.
What's that?
Someone has used their resonance ability here. but it feels dip, and it seems like she used it in the traces lead deep. Let's keep moving.
Don't let your guard down.
There's no time to waste. The traces end here. Someone fought here against those
Must be using her resonance ability, but she must have had a reason.
Chun-Li, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
Tunggal aja dulu.
The traces disappeared by the pond.
Rover, we need to keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Aduh, saya digendong, Verina, saya digendong.
Tear them to pieces. Zap straight. It's our curtain call. Your time is over.
Leave it to me. Embrace the change. Onwards. Forgive me.
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
Caranya gimana kalau yang atas ini?
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Siapa nih?
Lady Xingyi,
Xingyi.
Relax, there are honored guests. No need to be tense.
Hormatnya
In a
begitu.
single day, we've greeted both the magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongzhen. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Chun-Li.
I heard you stepped down from your position, and now here we are.
For years, I lived secluded. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young lady, what shall I... My name is Xinyi. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here.
Ow. Bukan talk sama ini. Skip. Bisa ngomong ternyata.
I believe you are here for Magistrate Jinshi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seeker's Pass now. That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as
Lady Shinyi,
Please elaborate.
Madam Magistrate, are you...
I'm fine. How's the situation?
Yes, remaining simple.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense it. I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. This can only mean one thing. Lady Xingyi, I can only fix the temporal disruption. Mount Firmament is in serious trouble.
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlun Chamber,
Mianlun
where it would
Chamber.
normally rest. The Fraxidus, but little did they know. This mechanism has allowed us to get inside Mianlun Chamber.
Understood. I will...
You are injured.
Please rest. Kamu tuh terluka.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I
Gak usah
leave.
kemana-mana
We
gitu.
must stay here and guard it. I implore you, Xingyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Sweet juga ya ini.
Yes, I will.
Gak bisa ngomong apa-apa, kamu lek protes main di HP.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. A fateful clash between us. I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but I was not so... The Sentinel
Mandi komputer
that there would
kantor aja, Gar.
surpass hidden power. The day when the humans of Jinshi take control of their own destiny.
High end kan? Expecting gitu.
Agak.
Kagak.
Kagak.
Arek lobo kagak raimu kagak.
Kagak gitu
Bukannya kagak
maksudnya.
itu.
Kagak
Lu sekarang ngomongnya kagak lu.
Bukannya kagak itu bahasa Indonesia ya?
Kagak gitu juga, Gar.
Lu kan nggak pernah pakai kata kagak sebelumnya.
And then she left.
Kagak. Burung kagak.
Kagak. Tuh.
Makanya kamu main sampai malam ya, soalnya besok libur ya.
Kemarin juga sampai malam.
Taek biasa deh kalau turu.
Kemarin aku ngecek masa di offline.
Dijaga omongannya. Ini masih
Yo,
YouTube
online
loh.
juga. Kamu kalau kayak gitu nggak main mas, WA. Aku ngecek 5 menit terus ya di friendlist nggak ada yang online, ya udah tak matiin. Apalagi udah nggak ada konten, aku daily udah selesai resin habis, ya mau ngapain, temennya nggak ada yang online, ya wes tak matiin, istirahat.
We'll distract
Nah,
the
ini baru
Fraxidus
ada
main
kontennya
forces,
baru
giving
agak
you an
lama.
opportunity to stage your ambush.
Ini perasaan aku nggak pernah naikin solnya deh.
We'll handle the rest.
Kok susah banget sekarang. Sol 3 sol.
Naikin solnya, kamu ngerjain misi itu loh, solnya itu.
I will send some men to open up the side
Naikin
exit.
sol itu masuk di quest, kamu disuruh jalan, kamu ya paling. Kalau
Skip.
terasa susah, soalnya bisa diturunin, tapi nggak enak.
She returns. Our magistrate's fate is bound to Mount Firmament.
Dia pak buka ke profil,
Oh,
terus solve face-nya kan rank berapa itu, kamu klik tanda serunya. Nah itu lower, bisa di lowerin.
yang hijau-hijau itu.
Ya ada penaltinya 12 jam, kamu bisa balik ke sol selanjutnya. Tapi rewardnya ikut sol sebelumnya. Ya, malah gak enak menurutku. Cuma kalau kesusahan belum karakternya belum ke build kayak gitu nggak popo, buat ngumpulin material itu nurunin sol.
Did Xingyi and Jinshi know each other?
Kalau merasa masih berat.
Jinshi was chosen as a baby.
Nyerang anjing aja kagak ini.
For her resonance ability, and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed
Belum
resonator.
selesai ta?
All the government
Itu.
workers there helped care
Apa?
for and teach her at
Apa
some point,
ngumpulin
including
itunya Jian.
Wis, ganti sing liyane, cek data bank ndang munggah. Lah kate farming data bank cupu, entuk ungu, biru,
she
ungu,
grew up
biru
with
ngapain?
immense responsibilities, forced to suppress
Kagak.
Ya kagak.
from a young age.
Kagak napa-napa. Emang napa lu? Lu sape?
I assume this is the truth.
Wah.
This should be another chrono sorter. It should work.
Kebiasaan apa ya, denger-denger gitu kan. Itu diikutan.
Kagak, lu emang udah anak Jakarta, lu anak gaul lu. Peace, love, and gaul.
We will need to break the 3 photon vaults with.
Kalau
Waduh.
kalau anak Jakarta
mati.
nggak bilang kagak itu, bukan anak Jakarta lu, bukan golongan kita gitu.
I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless we need to focus on items related to the court of Savante in Truthseeker's Pass. Maybe we can find some clues there.
Ilat gua ini sariawan, guys.
Gua
Wah.
juga sariawan.
Mati terus. Perasaan kemarin nggak selesai ini deh.
Ini ngapain ini? Oke.
Kamu sih dan cukup engkor, Abi.
Oke. Belum. Kagak
See the task
tahu gua.
fulminate on that
Bingung.
cliff? Perhaps we can create
Iya,
an opening in
naik
this
sendiri
specific
dia rank
station.
4 soalnya.
Kalau ranknya naik
Ya, itu ada di
sendiri,
misi.
control tested from. Disuruh ngapain sih? Oke. Disuruh ini. Terus
Pantesan momon-momon aja.
Ya
Bisa.
makanya turunin, jangan wating tong ae yo kandhane ono carane. Cuma ini dia HP, soalnya muka-muka dewe gue diturun tadi, sewampat.
gak apa-apa, Gar.
Kameramu masih ada, Gar?
Kagak napa-napa.
Hah?
Kameramu
Kamera.
yang kamu tinggal di toko dulu lu berbulan-bulan.
Waduh, aku nggak tahu taruh di mana tuh.
The opening fits right onto the
Toko.
middle photon
Ini
vault.
apa tripodnya masih di sini, masih tak pakai.
The 3 photon vaults simultaneously.
Nggak pernah pakai kamera.
Kameranya ditinggal di toko.
Bien, pas corona itu loh. Sempet ditinggal di toko, gawe ini bagas.
Terus sekarang nggak tahu di mana.
Lo enggak, wis cukup mana yang beda kan.
Oh,
Di Lombok deh. Enggak. Aku ke Jakarta dulu cuman bawa tas sebiji doang. Nggak bawa baju.
Bawa tas sebiji nggak bawa baju,
wow.
keren sekali ya.
Sampai di sini beli langsung
Maju.
beli.
Ini gimana?
Beli
jenisnya?
pakai
Beli foto merah,
instan.
pas. Ini disuruh ngapain? Disuruh tembak. Oh,
Kosmu sama kantor deket kan?
Jauh.
Mobilmu tiap hari kamu bawa PP pulang. Kos kantor.
Enggak, aku pakai bus. Jarang
Mobilmu kamu taruh mana?
di kos. Jarang pakai mobil stres di jalan.
Apanya yang stres?
Mobilnya lah.
I am here to
Di
assist.
jalan.
Let's go in.
Berarti tiba-tiba ambil mobil di Jakarta itu ceritanya gimana?
Would these be enough
Impulsif.
for your needs? Tell me if there's
Hmm,
anything else
impulsif.
you want.
Goblok.
Ke pameran mobil.
Duit banyak ya. Sini gua beli.
Enggak lah. Iseng.
Oh iseng. Iseng itu gua
Why are
mobil
there
jeur
tacit
baca.
discords here? No. These monsters
Enggak maksudnya nanti kalau
don't
udah
look like the
ini
usual
ya
tacit
dijual.
discords.
Kalau udah rusak.
Sekarang udah jarang dipakai loh. Daripada pajaknya tahun-tahunan tambah tua, mobilnya tambah turun harganya.
Simulated holograms to protect this
Kecuali nanti kalau udah punya anak, terus ada rumah, kayaknya perlu. Emang sekarang perlu.
Ya bentar lagi kan punya anak Tegar.
Udah isi tak istrimu kan? Bisa nggak masukin mobilnya ke garasi?
Enggak ada garasi.
My field of expertise.
Udah isi tak istrimu?
That's right. The stage is yours. Leave it to me.
Enggak tahu, belum pernah ngecek.
Belum nyoba.
Tear them to pieces.
Udah. Berapa tahun sih Gar?
Belum nyoba tespek maksudnya
Enggak,
dites
itu
bukan nyoba yang
pertanyaan
lain kan.
enggak harus dijawab sih Gar. Kagak perlu lu jawab.
Goblok Tegar.
No mercy.
Pacet tolol dia.
My field of expertise.
Udah.
Gimana?
There's no
1 menit sudah beres.
It's our curtain call.
Apanya?
It's over.
Durasi mobilnya. Kalau manasin itu sudah beres.
Oh, dipanasin
thing up ahead. Is it
12
another
jam.
mechanism?
It seems to have unlocked after.
Apa enggak
Panasin
lede
sampai
itu
Jogja.
mobilnya 12 jam tuh. Lede Landi. Kalau dipanasin
Manasin
12 jam.
mobil.
Gimana kemarin kan? Ke Bali.
Hah?
It's a flare crest.
Bali.
Apa?
Bulan madu ke Bali.
The flare crests have
Enggak,
a
Lombok.
complex structure, but they can be decided.
Biar gratis.
That mechanism we
Si anjing.
accidentally solved. Yes, we still need the other
Tetap
two
dapat
first.
jalan-jalan.
Wait,
Tapi mau kemana-mana
blood
kagak bayar.
and scales here.
Yo bapakmu
It's Jinshi.
lancar ah. Makin rame. Armadanya makin banyak.
She is likely to
Enggak, armada mah jangan banyak-banyak, capek ngatur. Satu dua aja yang penting jalan.
Belum rezeki kemarin aku istri keguguran.
Kecapean dah.
Usia 4 bulan. Tipes.
Itu udah nyadar dari awal dah.
Apa nih?
That's right. The stage is yours.
Apa ngisinya? Karena
Ya.
kan ada yang telat sadar, tiba-tiba udah 5 minggu baru sadar.
Udah direncanain.
All yours. You're welcome.
Kan pro
Decades
nembak
have
dalam
passed,
tadi.
but those researchers' presence.
Dalam
Gimana?
mulut, dalam mulut maksudnya.
Kamu
Pacaran.
Situation.
Mau pacaran aja dulu.
kamu gimana? Di
There's nothing.
perut
Oh,
kalau makan maksudnya masuk perut makanannya.
no.
Di tisu kalau cemot
We can only rewind
apa di kamar mandi buangnya.
Apa di atasnya perut?
for the Sentinels'
Kalau jatuh.
immense power. We are getting
Kerungu bojo di layak kayak si Wi.
Oh, iya.
Denger lah istrimu. Anakku nanti.
Biarin aja.
Biarin aja.
Kamu di mana?
Mam.
Kamu di mana sih Gar ini Gar?
Di kosan apa?
Kosan.
Bukan di kantor.
Istrimu udah tidur dah.
Hah? Lagi scroll.
Kali sekarang tutup. Maaf ya, belum kenalan.
I really can't.
Itu yang tadi ngomong tuh namanya
Kemarin
Ogi.
mau tak aja,
Tandain, Mbak.
tak aja ke Malang.
Ya kesini
Enggak
lah.
jadi, waktunya mepet.
Wong aku ada
Let's
sudah
go
ada rumah.
together.
Waktu liburnya mepet. Mikir-mikir kan, oh terus perjalanan sehari.
Kalau ada kayak waktu itu emang diniati, itu ditambah sama cuti, sama niat kesini
Leave it to me.
jalan-jalan.
Iya.
Gratis ya, Ki ya?
Terakhir ya.
Hah?
Gratis.
Ya, Pak.
Jalan-jalan.
Kemana?
Sini tretes itu.
Udah gratis, tanya kemana ya terserah yang ngajak anjing.
Ya kan ke tretes
Ya,
itu
kirain
kan
ke Malang.
enak, gratis, Gar. Berenang, Gar.
Oh nggak bayar tas 10.000.
Enggak lah.
Berenang kita video. Berenang di luar bambu yo ono di Tretes Raya.
Apa?
Tapi cu tekan di kuecek. Tapi salto-salto. Ya habis show.
Good. There's no time to waste.
Udah gak pernah kontakan sama Andri lah.
Jarang.
Iya.
Gak pernah, hampir. Gak pernah.
Evan nikah kemarin gak kontakan.
Evan nikah. Oh kontakan, cuman ngasih selamat aja. Nikah tak kemarin, aku lupa. Kirain tunangan dulu.
Anjing cuy udah nikah.
The second flare stone should be behind this gate.
Yang, oh iya.
Dragging me out of my lab for this.
Yang bareng tanggalnya sama aku itu dia baru tunangan.
Collapsed gate with this Chronos order.
Ya kita nikahnya beda sehari ya.
There's
Iya,
still
iya.
a photon vault to
Enggak
We can't
enggak
reach it
ini.
from here.
Dapat harinya itu
We
baru yang
need to
bagus.
look
Hari
around
apa?
for a better vantage
Lah, aku
point.
maksudnya dicariin. Kalau orang Jawa kan gitu harus dihitung
Nah.
dulu.
Mas Ogi hari apa waktu itu?
Hari
Minggu.
woy.
Aku Sabtunya. Aslinya dicari hari baiknya itu hari
Nanti aja lah ini.
Let's see if the gains will be worth the effort.
Learning through experience.
One last flare stone to go.
Oke, yang satu.
There's a carrier lift nearby. Perhaps the flare stone is on the floor beneath us. We should be able to find Jinshi soon.
We've reached the carrier lift. Something above the carrier lift seems stuck. We've reached the carrier lift. Something above the carrier lift seems stuck.
Crush them.
So this file, they activate when hit, and this also answers my previous question. No, it was nowhere near enough. Plus, according to the Court of Savante researchers, there was a hypothesis that could potentially make them more powerful. The second resonance awakening hypothesis, which states the collision between two resonating frequencies. Yes. Countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequencies, but they were no match. All the machines turned to dust. One chronosorter this proved that the research log mentioned it's similar to how human overclocking happens when a resonator. No, it's not. Exhausting oneself will only. In addition, the chronosorters required manual control, while the Sentinel Jue appeared to be under someone else's. In the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, and the Sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the rover.
All is fair in war.
Jinshi.
You.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt her. Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have her here. Rover has a strong connection to...
But we already owe Rover a lot.
As we headed toward Mount Firmament, Rover, Jue...
I see. Rover, I will...
Let's cut to the... What did you find in truth?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mount Firmament. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator their records indicate to reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal
Let's say you can achieve all that.
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since the temporal disruptions we've... Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discord...
So what do you plan to... If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today, it's Mount Firmament.
If it truly comes down to that, it's the only way to save Mount Firmament.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinshi? Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel, we both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever. On top of that, do you honestly believe... I can see right through your facade, Jinshi. You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to top. I learned from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can
Changli,
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. She's also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
thank you, my teacher.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face. Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get... The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber, behind its entrance gate. There is... Look, our last target, on those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them.
It's time.
Listen up!
It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order.
Good. There's no time to waste. Sure. Good. There's no time to waste. No mercy. It worked. The court of Cervantes set many traps here. They must have worked hard to protect Mianlong Chamber.
It's a trap! Watch out!
Di Changli. Widih, keren banget sih. Jangan blessing. Wow. Anjir, crit damage.
Sever!
Berubahkah bajunya?
Make it fast. Strike from the shadows. Triumph through sacrifice. One with the sound. Perish in flames.
Strike is one. Almost gently. The sky beckons.
Moment of resonance. Bad timing.
Wih. Ntar aku mau
Beckon the divine flames.
Wah, sayang sekali. Sayang sekali tadi tidak nutut.
I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
The Sentinel never tried to interfere with natural death before. Why did it make an exception? We've reached the carrier lift.
This should come in handy.
Tandain dulu. Luncur.
The cipher key.
Rover, I'm leaving the rest to you. Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel.
Mau kemana? Jangan pergi.
This is all I can do for you. I'm here to guide, not to mention. You'll need someone to keep them at bay. Yes, they've been constantly watching you. By all means, please carry on without me. As for myself, I have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak of the devils. How rude. This is not how we greet people here. Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
Changli.
Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Changli has her plans. I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
It's Madam Magistrate! She's back! I must go tell Lady Jinyi!
Tadi mute biar dapat cutscene-nya guys. Keren ya. Changli.
The Mianlun chamber is open now. You can proceed inside. Before you go, Changli was right. They used the Court of Cervantes' research. They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad to invade first, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlun chamber while it was still operational, and second, to lure the Sentinel back to Mount Firm. Although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, what if the Fraxidus, a whole bunch of them, pushed, but not even that was in. After the first hit, it prevented the Sentinel from...
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel, but now, the Fraxidus want to... Please tell us what you know.
Yes.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. Madam Magistrate, it's always a challenge to decipher the but now that I reflect on it, I just never thought...
It was here on this very mountain that I first... Back then I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount Firmament has slipped. But this time, as soon as I stood... Lady Xingyi, but my duty as its appointed... I'm following the heart of my younger self before... I am a seed, born on Mount Firmament. It's time for me to take root.
No matter what, Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber. The place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic loon-shaped cliff. I wish you two the best of luck.
Jinshi, so far, everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You were right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth or a lie, I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself. The new magistrate, I initially worried about my lack of ability to protect my people. But soon, I realized that dwelling on self-doubt only hindered my progress. So I trained harder. With each session, my strengths grew. It is an honor to serve and defend my people. I'll always strive to improve as their magistrate. The Mian Moon chamber should be deep in the cave. Let's go.
Time to wrap it up.
All is fair.
Don't blink! It's nothing. Tear them to pieces. Watch them burn.
Target confirmed.
I trust you can use it to the full. It's time. follows. Crush.
No one is born good at anything. As the magistrate of Jinzhou, I must constantly learn and improve. This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the Flare Crest spines. Chrono sorters nearby may have frozen the... Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water. We are too far away to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next. I can feel the Sentinel's presence inside, but it's not responding. The Flare Crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the Flare Crest. Then we will be able to lift the confinement set by the Fraxidus.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones. Or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
There seems to be something underwater. Let's start with a chrono sorter here.
The water level has dropped. It's the flare stone. On that rock.
Let's go retrieve it.
The flare stone is right here. But we have to open this photon barrier first.
This barrier will break down once the corresponding photon vaults are destroyed. One of the photon vaults is in there.
Leave it to me.
We need to find a way to destroy the spikes with the corroder's help. Same as last time. Let's locate the photon vault first.
It's time.
Done.
2 more to go. Let's look for them nearby.
It's time.
Crush them!
Not bad. Found any keepers? Good. There's no time to waste.
The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitite fulminant. Let's look around.
Good. No mercy. them to pieces.
Now you behave.
Strike as one. Take flight.
Tear them to pieces. Time to wrap it up.
Listen up. Shine, strike fast. Onwards. Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege. A mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cries gradually died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty sentinel. With a burst of energy, our sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils. But sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a loom, and dark clouds gathered. The sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou. Yes. I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongzhen.
Jadi si Mbak Jinshi ini mati, terus dihidupin lagi.
Jue is more than just our sentinel. I've been thinking about it. If the sentinel predicted our fight, why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities. If Jinzhou ever faces a similar time crisis, in our sentinel's prediction, the battle, it had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. Now may not be the opportunity the sentinel has been waiting. I have to go and face it while I still can, to learn about the truth or complete our destined battle. Give up my duty. To be honest, I did. It was the endless kindness of you, Cheng Li, Xing Yi, and even Jue's decision to bring me back to life. Whether out of Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me. Even without the title of magistrate, I could never leave Jinzhou behind. I'm okay. The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared. I must find the Sentinel as soon as possible. We draw from the same source of... If there is truly no other then I will have to fight it. I refuse to back down. I will fight. To protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost, but many will be saved. If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no regrets giving my own life. But let me make one thing clear. I am not planning on dying yet. I am here. We're not in a situation where death is our only option, are we?
Thank you for placing your trust. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you... Thank you, Rover. My teacher, Chung Li, told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis at Mount Firmament. But don't worry, I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny. It's about embracing it fully. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all. Onwards. Would these be enough for your needs? Tell me if there's anything else you want.
One last flare stone to go.
Good. Now we can get that flare stone.
Life is in everything.
Watch him run. Zap string. It's our curtain call.
Oh, stars, heed my calling.
Tear them to pieces.
I might shine through.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise.
Fluorescent shadows. Onwards.
All set. The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Yes, I believe so. Let's head back to the Sentinel's place. Forgive me.
Jinshi, it has been quite some time. And greetings, Lady Arbiter. Or should one address you as Rover now? One cannot discern the cause of your arrival. Yet its significance heralds Jinzhou's fateful juncture. Shall a child who has lost their memories take up arms and fight for their fate? Or shall they retreat to their cradle and slumber? The seed of the future shall be sown in this very moment. Once the situation settles, an explanation shall be provided. For now, one must implore you to simply engage, decide, and observe. Jinshi, your journey has been an arduous one. Aside from aiding one in this predicament, surely there are other inquiries you wish to make.
I cannot bring myself to ask for more. All I seek is the truth. Mount Firmament is in grave danger. Regarding the temporal mandate and your injuries, please do not keep the truth from me any longer.
One understands your concerns. The timing may not be optimal for this disclosure. Yet in the midst of crisis, one must act with expedience. For one will soon perish. One such as this, of immortal nature, is designed to endure for all time. Yet one suffered severe harm in ancient times, and now relies on the Myanlong chamber for survival. This is not the optimal solution. For a long time, one has had to use this chamber to replenish energy, hoping to delay the inevitable doom. Yet fate cannot be defied. The Fraxidas have conspired against this one. Now, the injury only worsens. The Myanlong chamber can no longer prolong one's life. Jinzhou. The city of Jinzhou will be no more. Ever since one descended upon Mount Firmament, using the power of temporal mandate to repel tacit discords, time has been in disarray within this location. The fate of Jinzhou was sealed from that moment on. Over the past millennia, one has defied the laws of nature and sustained Jinzhou at the cost of one's. Otherwise, the temporal disruption would wreak havoc not only on Mount Firmament, but Jinzhou shall forever remain frozen in time. The past and the future melt into one, rendering life indistinguishable from death. All inhabitants of Jinzhou shall... It is this one's own doing. And one must... In the coming days, one will exert every ounce of strength to freeze the time in Jinzhou at the cost of one's remaining life. In that moment, Jinzhou will fall into stillness, but not perish. In the distant future, the people of Wanglong may discover a method to rescue Jinzhou.
Is there truly nothing else we can do?
This is not the optimal solution, but it suffices as an option.
Please, forgive me, but I cannot do as you say. A decade, a century. What if nobody comes up with a solution? By that time, the world will have turned its back on this forgotten city. And who would be willing to spend precious resources rescuing a small city in a far-off corner of the world? Jinzhou's fate deserves better than an uncertain future.
Whilst one may not live to witness the future, one can still envision endless possibilities yet to come. In my deduction, this Magistrate Jinshi, as you express doubts, pray tell, how do you propose to solve this issue? The flow of time upon Mount Firmament is in disarray, and it can only be contained through one's utmost effort. If one does not freeze the time now, the situation in Jinzhou shall surely worsen 100-fold, or even 1,000-fold after one's passing.
You once predicted a destined battle between us. Is it true?
Correct.
I was lost at first, struggling to grasp the prophecy's meaning. By clashing two resonating powers, a second resonance awakening can be induced. Through this, I am able to push my resonance ability beyond its limits and invoke the temporal mandate to restore the flow of time. Though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Ridiculous! If you clash with my resonance power, even the smallest mistake will result in overclocking and leave you nothing but an empty husk. You are well aware of its excruciating effects. The pain you feel now is but a faint scratch in comparison to its true torment. Moreover, you will be trapped within the fissures of time itself. Your being will be relentlessly shredded and mended day after day, denied.
But I can restore the errors in the flow of time. Isn't that why you saved me all those years?
Jinshi, you are given one last opportunity. Let me freeze the time. You are only here to witness before the right time arrives. But you are not compelled to remain idle. Should you intervene, we may augment Jinshi's odds of survival. Command me to transfer my temporal mandate access to Jinshi at the right moment. The moment of her resonance ability's depletion, when she is teetering on the brink of overclocking. Miss that moment by even the slightest margin, and Jinshi's fate will be sealed.
I should have died a long time ago. But I was lucky enough to be saved by you, allowing me the chance to see the glittering lights of Jinzhou for myself. You rewinded time to save me. I am responsible. Jinzhou is my home. If it's ever in danger, I will do everything in my power to protect what I hold dear, even at the cost of my own life.
Such a valiant speech. Do you know the weight of this decision?
I understand your concerns. I will reach my second awakening with our destined confrontation and restore the time flow. Are you willing to bet on me?
Restore the time flow. Pray, from where does this confidence arise? You are my resonator, but your strength is only a fraction of mine. there is little chance for you to retreat unscathed.
But I can at least win some hope for our people. Even if it costs me my soul, my everything, I cannot die without trying. I may only bear your power for a fleeting moment. It's all I need to secure a better future for Jinzhou, defying all of your predictions, and I can keep you safe. If there is anyone who can face you in a fight, that person has to be your resonator. I will be your final winning move in this game.
Are you truly ready to challenge a being worshipped by your kind? Will you not regret it when you meet your bitter demise?
I will not regret it, no matter what.
Very well, Magistrate of Jinzhou. Come to the summit. Demonstrate your prowess. Show me how you shall be my triumphant ace. Lady Arbiter, one is curious about your choice this time. Wherever the tides may take us, you will bear witness to our fight.
Government must be guided by virtue. Chi, do you keep this in mind?
Yes, virtue must come first. Politics, commerce, it all must serve the people.
From now on, you shall be known as Jinshi, bearing Jinzhou's name as your own. What do you think of this world?
Like here. Darkness clings, but lights flicker in the gloom.
A guiding light, surely.
That's why they stand out so brightly against the darkness.
This entrance leads to one's sonorosphere. Magic Rover. This battle is related to the fate of Jinzhou, and only you can open this sonorosphere.
If I open it, Jinshi is bound to face you in the ultimate battle. The ideal outcome would be for her to absorb your power at the critical moment and restore the time flow without any loss of life. But there's a chance that she could push herself too far and end up dying from overclocking. Though, if I do nothing, you'll use your remaining power to freeze all of Jinzhou in time.
Correct. Now, please.
Rover. I have been preparing for this moment. Leaving Jinzhou behind fills me with regret. Knowing I may never again bask in its glorious sunshine, But that's why I'm here. To ensure that our city has a rich history, with generations witnessing endless sunrise. They deserve a bright future. I want to protect Jinzhou in my own way. As Jinshi, as a citizen of... Let's begin. Onwards. Negligence on my part. Guide us. Evil be cleansed. The sky beckons. Ha! Strike fast.
Quite the impressive feat, Magistrate Jinshi. However, you are still a long way from inheriting my power. Back down now, while you still can.
I've made up my mind, and I will not back down. You once said it's not easy to become a candle of light. but I still want to try. I want to see if I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou.
The sky beckons.
What do you say? Cute, isn't it?
Lord Arbiter. May this one transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi.
I've got just the one.
This one has heard your decision. What do you think of this one?
They deserve a brighter future.
The transfer has been carried out as you instructed. Jinshi, one shall honor one's promise and restore Jinzhou's future to you and its people.
Onwards.
Jinshi has recovered. One will soon send her back to Jinzhou for recuperation. Please do not worry. With all matters resolved, as per the agreement, it is time for one to address you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. I am Jue the Sentinel. You are my arbiter and my former master.
Former master.
In bygone days, I stood by your side as you established Jinzhou City. You tasked me with safeguarding its prosperity. This one begs your pardon, for it is not all. One is prepared to answer any inquiries. In the past, one was granted the key to that sonaural sphere. You said you planned to participate in history. One had previously requested for permission to every ounce of my existence. One is prepared to answer any inquiry. Since Jinshi has inherited my power, Jinshi has fully assumed the mantle of leadership. From this day, this situation has been analyzed to accomplish a goal Jinshi must possess. Today was not the ideal moment for our destined battle to unfold. One is prepared to answer the flow of time on Mount Firmament has been restored to its natural pace. But fortunately, with Jinshi's resonance ability, they can stay safe as long as they remain. For lack of a better solution, through countless ages, the imposing Mount Firmament stood firm against the storm. The people of Hongzhen have a bright future ahead. One that can be steered in the right direction within mere days with proper leadership. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. Your tacit mark. There is something unusual.
What? What's wrong? Rover, who's bullying you? Huh? Is it you, big thing? Huh? How dare you? I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Wait, pause. I don't think it has any bad intentions. It smells like the unnatural smell I smelled in Jinzhou before. Oh, so you must be that sentinel. Hello there, big one. Rover, why didn't you wake me up earlier? I got a feeling I missed out on a lot of fun.
It does feel similar to me, but there is some difference. This entity is unfamiliar to me. As it resides within your tacit mark, one can only assume you granted it access intentionally. Lady Arbiter, have you heard of the Black Shores. The Black Shores is the starting point of your journey in this world. If you have doubts, this one suggests a visit to that island. Worry not. The wuthering waves ebb and flow. They shall send you back to where you belong. One suggests heading back to Hongjian to reunite with your companions, Lady Arbiter. With Mount Firmament no longer posing a threat, surely Hongjian will undergo significant changes.
Embrace the change.
Your time is over. I've had enough. Get lost.
Roll for me. I can use some fertilizer. Strike his one. Take slice.
My field of expertise.
Luminous energy. Negligence on my part.
No mercy. Such nerve. I'll pay it back tenfold. Think you got the mission?
Moment of awakening.
Baiklah, karena sini sudah jam 12:30, mari kita selesaikan streaming ini. Terima kasih yang sudah menonton. Bye bye.